Do you know anybody who voted for Ronald Reagan because they thought he was for the Second Amendment? If so, then they clearly did not know about this, and I didn't either until today, but I never was a fan of the guy. Ronald Reagan, as governor of California, signed the Mulford Act into law on June 28, 1967. This law prohibited the public carrying of loaded firearms in California. The act was in direct response to the Black Panther Party, who were legally patrolling legally patrolling their communities while openly carrying firearms to monitor police activity and protect their community from police brutality. When the Black Panthers protested the bill by openly carrying weapons into the California, I love the Black Panthers, openly carrying their weapons into the California state capitol, it drew national attention and pressured lawmakers to act swiftly.
The Second Amendment of the Constitution guarantees the citizen a right to bear arms on public property.
Reagan defended the law, stating that
there is absolutely no reason why out on the street today civilians should be carrying a loaded weapon.
He obviously didn't understand what the Black community was dealing with, or he just didn't care. He probably didn't care. So just a little background, the Black Panthers' strategy was cop watching, where armed members would follow and observe police officers to prevent the harassment and abuse of Black citizens. At the time, California law allowed for the open carrying of loaded firearms as long as the person did not point the weapon at anyone. During their protest at the courthouse, they carried their firearms legally and read aloud a statement opposing the bill, which they saw as a direct attempt to disarm and weaken their movement. This dramatic action garnered national media attention and put pressure on lawmakers to pass the bill quickly. It was introduced by Republican Assemblymember Don Mulford. The act banned the public carrying of loaded firearms in cities and towns in California. The bill passed with bipartisan support, and Reagan signed it into law on June 28, 1967. The law was widely seen as targeting the Black Panther Party, which had become a symbol of Black resistance against police violence. It highlighted the racial double standard in gun control, as conservative politicians who traditionally supported gun rights suddenly advocated for restrictions when Black activists began arming themselves for self-defense. I didn't need another reason to not like the guy, but here we are.